I have 4 sons, and I've always wanted to kind of do something with one of them. And my whole career was with food manufacturing was my whole career, and I like that, actually, the act of making stuff. And when I came across the SpeedPro opportunity, it was a little bit of light manufacturing, a whole lot of sales, and it was a chance to work with my son Michael. And I think it all kind of just came together. In my manufacturing experience, I think I had a really good understanding of the value of branding, and that brands mean something, and there's a lot of goodwill associated with solid brands. And every time I continued to do more research with SpeedPro, there was this underlying theme about helping companies improve their brands visually, and it's like that was a huge connection. Like I mentioned, I have a son that's in graphic design, and it's really cool to see some of his work. He's done some logos for some companies, and he has a lot of pride in that. And it's really, being able to see him be creative is neat. And that's kind of where we get a little bit of light manufacturing with creativity are things that really excite me. In my process, someone told me 50% of franchises fail, and it's like that doesn't seem to be the case with SpeedPro. And when I was looking at the profit margins, they're very, very favorable, especially talk about what the goals are. So, in my business experience, I understand that you have to make a profit, and I thought that was a good part. Other than, I think, having a profitable business is huge, but there were some intangible things about doing something with the family that really kind of was a nice marriage there. So. Having sales for about 5 months now, I know that there's profit in this business. So that's been a nice thing. I'm at a point in my life where I really don't have the energy for a retail operation, but business to business was the model I locked into, and I got exposed to a couple different franchises in my process. And businesses that come to us to help grow their brands are investing. They're making an investment so I get more sales. That's the proposition. And we do get customers that come in and they have a neat idea. I need a banner for this, and it's not really to promote any kind of sale, and it's not really where we want to be. Kind of going back to helping people grow their brands. They'll spend money to do that because there's huge payoff in brands, and that's kind of where the whole story for me is coming together. Is that brands drive equity, they drive, there's a quality proposition there, there's a legacy proposition there that people buy into, and I'm a believer in that. The tipping point for me, or why SpeedPro was so attractive, was really it was a small manufacturing. That we were making something that we could kind of control our profit level with, and that it was a product that people value. I've always done that in my career, being able to work at something that you produce that's actually an asset. That varying question about my future. This is the first convention that I've been part of, and I think this visit has done nothing but raise my expectations of where we could go when you rub shoulders with some of these people that have, multi-million-dollar businesses, and they're really, at some point it was no different than where I started. So. And I think for me right now is if I put the correct team together, we can be in the winner's circle and going to all these fancy dinners and everything like that. And that's one of the things I want to do.